Yo, welcome back to more Kagetsu Tohya. Last time, everything bubbled to the brink. Seems like we've unlocked the next stage of the game. It felt crazy to come back even just to this main menu after all that craziness. It felt like playing something like Undertale or Doki Doki Literature Club, where it's like you play through and it just sends you back to the main menu. It's like, yep, go again. You better start playing again. And it's like, oh shit, I don't want to. But yeah, because all that was very crazy. Shout out to Stray, Counter, and Cyclo for comments. Because it was crazy enough, like, to learn the truth of the dream and the way Killer Shiki, or excuse me, Nanaya Shiki described it to Tono Shiki. Even Stray, you talking about the idea of, like, his ambition to take Shiki over. Literally how that killer instinct, that supernatural killer instinct would like take him over in Tsukihime in that sense. It does explain why this nightmare manifestation of his supernatural killer instinct side would want to take him over, because that's literally what it does at points, as we saw throughout Tsukihime. So that's a cool thing. Same with just like the golden ratio and the middle ground of internally being able to remember the dead even though they don't take form in the dream, like with Yumizuka, for example. The fucking monster in the fuzzy coat, like I have no idea who that is, and maybe I do, like if that thing is more representative of something or someone that I'm already aware of. What we do know, just based on what they said, is that they destroy the dream, bodied Nanaya Shiki immediately, holding his head in that CG. Our girl, defended Shiki, was able to transform into the cat at the very end and the loop, start the loop again, which is, goddamn, that was crazy. As soon as that happened and then loop again, and oh man, just that transition was just so crazy. So I'm already resolved to the fact that I have no idea who that is. So with me saying earlier, it's crazy enough that all this already happened, and just the perspective shift it went between Nanaya and Tono, and then them confronting each other, and that whole, like, all that was crazy in itself. And then he just shows up at the end. It's like, what the hell? So yeah, I've already accepted, like, I don't know who that is right now. But the fact, just the fuzzy coat, Gilgamesh in Fate Route, like Shinji, I was reminded, like in Heaven's Feel, for a dead end, he wears a jacket, but not in the normal scene, which is funny. So there might be a theme of death to all that. But I just love the consistency of the fur coats within Nasu works. I'm trying to think of in Kara no Kyokai. I guess Ryogi's jacket is like fuzzy on the collar. I don't know, I'll take it. But yeah, last thing, Cyclo, you suggested a path that I could look to that might unlock another side story. I know you weren't too sure, but we'll see what's up. But yeah, let's go back again. Oh goodness. First the name, then I'll tell you your purpose. That is the only thing she heard from the magus. The windmill is running. The tower made of bricks waves through the air with its 3 wings. Hold on, let me hide my mouse down here a little bit. Clouds envelop the field, and the horizon of the sunset is far, far away. The wind soars like a fast and grand dragon. The chair the magus sits on sways. Below that chair, it was her daily routine to look at the sunset together with him. Below the chair. Didn't we get a view? Oh, at the end of the cultural festival, when Shiki stays in the classroom, this view of like this field, someone like sitting on a chair, and then Cat Girl, our guardian angel, who, gosh, last time, I don't know if I brought it up talking about last time, I don't think I did, but just, yeah, her intent of super caring about Shiki and saving him at the end, and, her crying and everything. They had a very bittersweet moment. That was good. But yeah, maybe this is that. Of course, it wasn't as if she liked the sunset. She doesn't know the concept of happiness or sadness to begin with. But even then, she doesn't express her dislike and stares at the sunset. It was just an animalistic instinct to mimic the owner. Autumn ends with that day. The golden field will turn slowly into a desert of steel cold color from tomorrow on. The wind is cold, and the windmill turns faster than usual, and the sunset is the reddest she's seen yet. One could say that she actually had some premonition of it. I see. Magus ended his days within her understanding, ever so alone. There's no reason why she would know what research he was doing. A magus pursues magic, even though he knows that neither he nor his next incarnation can ever reach the goal. But no matter how many enlightenments one goes through, there's no magus who reach the level of magic. A magus can never reach magic, and he is never rewarded. Is that true magic, I assume? The first thing that a magus learns seems to be that no matter what he does, he needs to know that he will never, ever be rewarded. She heard from her second owner that they passed on their knowledge accumulated over many generations to their successors. But then what was this magus? He didn't have students, nor did he chase after magic. Nor was he interested in fame. For a long time, he has never been satisfied. That was a life without anything. Although even time spent on forming relationships with others was considered wasted, when he could be doing research, he was never rewarded. No, not never rewarded, he didn't even have such unnecessary thoughts. The old man only pursued the process. He didn't know anything about results. He just wanted to learn endlessly. That was the whole life of the magus. Of course, such life could not have been happy. Because, of course, something like happiness is unnecessary for research. I'll teach you your role in life. When she first opened her eyes carefully, like a tall tree just about to fall, like a rock that no matter what would not chip, the old magus taught her. A familiar is something that must not act on its own. That is the only thing she heard from the magus. She followed his teaching. She thought it would be the last time spent together. Because the wind got cold and the windmill ran faster than usual and the sunset was the reddest yet. So she got the feeling. From under the chair she looked up at the magus. There was no change in his posture. Without changing anything else, still looking at the setting sun, the lips seemed to move a little bit. She jumped up. For the first time, she made contact with the magus on her own volition. She jumped onto the closed book on the knees and raised her ears so that she could hear well. How many decades has it been? The first and the second. Now the next lesson will come. And for the first time, she expectantly looked up at the owner. Ah, this is so interesting. The wrinkled palm petted her. Surprised she could not move. She didn't know. It was a simple pet to the head, but her desire to stay that way seemed to be paralyzing her. But it seemed like only a brief moment. The magus looked far away with one hand on her, and without another word, ended his long, long life. It was an ending without meaning. Since it was a life without any meaning, it could not have been otherwise. But at the end, the magus failed. Although it was unconsciously, he should not have touched her. Because through that, he died as an old man, rather than as a magus. I think that's a fine failure. Without knowing the reason, she cried. It was too much. It was too much for him to have showed such commoner's emotion. Because of that, he contemplated at the end whether his solitude as a magus was a simple solitude or not. As a failure any mage in this universe can be so lucky to make. And then she sat on the chair as she listened to the funeral bells. She dreams in an empty place. The owner that made contact with her once. The owner who petted her once. So the dreams in an empty... I just looked. The magus who ruined his own demise in order to say goodbye to her. So that was sad. How much the old man needed her and loved her. Such things she realized only after she was alone, but there isn't anyone in the chair now. And so the autumn passed and the steel-cold winter came. She doesn't remember what happened afterward. A new owner simply came and took guardianship of her. And so the only scenery she remembers are three things. The golden light she saw after her birth and kept on seeing for a long time. The back of the owner who didn't speak anything. That CG we keep seeing. And the reddest sunset she saw the one time she was on his lap, and the hoarse voice of... Hmm. Well, well, well. That was very interesting. I'm not gonna make any assumptions or talk too crazy right now, but I'm gonna keep all of that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna try to do something here that Cyclo suggested. So I'm gonna go to school, courtyard. Oh, okay. I think this might have worked. Lunch is almost over. The students in the hallway are chatting dangerously close to the start of the 5th period. Or this might be just one of those things that now that I'm in the next part of the game, I assume, I mean, I have to be, that certain things are just added to different choices. But this might be what I was looking for. Walking down the hallway amidst the sound of laughter makes me loosen up a bit too. It's kind of jarring to jump into right after that initial scene. Because if that's her, I mean, it's great insight into her, like, internally and her actions now. Like, if it's, I mean, I don't know if she's a familiar, the cat being. And I'm also pretty sure that that deconfirms that CG, unless I'm misremembering something from the last time I saw it. But that can't be Roa. I mean, I thought it was, you know, before, just because kind of the look, but even then, that wasn't until he took over, you know, OG Tonoshiki to kind of take that physical form. But this guy just seemed like a magus who didn't end up achieving exactly what he needed to by the end, and even by mage standards failed by showing that emotion and care, just that simple, you know, gesture to the cat, which, you know, also made me think of like Rin describing to Shiro how Kiritsugu ended up more as a father than a magus, right, to Shiro. A good failure for a magus to have in that sense. But yeah, those are all my thoughts about that so far. Unless I'm not remembering something, but I'll leave that there for now and just keep it in mind. Bright sunlight and a peaceful scenery. An atmosphere where I can easily greet anyone I know, friendly and simply. The day goes on without any major changes. All the things are half happy, a little sad, and afterwards is boredom. Cycle continues, not knowing an end. Boy, I'll say. For some reason, recently, one could say that this balance is weird. Sadness is relatively rare, and only happy things are noticeable. It feels like the best day of a lifetime. Uh-huh. I must be torturing myself unnecessarily. I'm fearing that it would return to normal when I should just be enjoying the day. That is a real thing. And that also comes from a real place. That's right. If I'm afraid of misfortune after happiness, I should at least try my best to enjoy the happiness. That's just good advice, even though it may just be someone's perfect dream. Flash. Suddenly. Dream. I feel like I'm remembering something extremely important. Oh my goodness. I don't remember yesterday. I thought that at first, but was it yesterday that I realized it was a mistake? But I don't remember yesterday. I love how we're just like, boom, another threshold deeper in Shiki's, you know, remembrance. Also the eyes, last time, him remembering his eyes, something that he has that Nanaya doesn't, apparently. But there's nothing that can't be brought back to memory. Realizing that paradox always happens at the end. I've probably already realized it, after thinking hard, opening my eyes, then not remembering. This must be. I feel a little nauseous. Nausea like that caused by staring at the television for many hours. Dude, Shiki just is ODing on the red pill right now. The Matrix one, not whatever that shit means nowadays. Alright, well that was significant. Repeat again. Okay. Didn't find anything new in the choices I went through there. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen the repeat again happen on the school CG there, so it looked weird. Today's horoscope. Bleh. Okay. I wanted to go through it again just to like really see what was up, if I missed anything or just paid double attention to. Guys, fuzzy coat. Fuzzy coat. Is this the monster? This is the Magus. It's him, right? I'm gonna have to look back at that CG where he's holding Nanaya's head, see if he has long hair. I'm pretty sure he did. But the fuzzy coat, man. Man, that is interesting. And the fact that, because if it is him, you know, the monster that destroys the dream. If her, you know, if that's her here as well. You know, it mentions during this, like, it felt as if she was in a dream. There's some, like, something else, like, between them that is, like, integral to just the dream itself and the nature of it that is beyond the fact that it's just Shiki's dream. Because, I mean, you know, dreams aren't normally like this. This thing still had to form. And we know, like, Shiki was able to, like, manifest the space, I guess, and find this golden ratio of this space, but at the same time, it's like, if this is the case, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, okay, fuck this. So I went back to my video. I pulled it up on my phone from last time just to see the CG of the monster that grabbed fucking Nanaya's head. The fuzzy around the cuffs of the coat. The long hair. That is totally him. It's the Magus. Is him being there at the dream and destroying it because she is fundamental to maintaining it and looping it? So is him being there and destroying it like her nightmare? Is that what that is? I don't know, but that is so crazy. I'm glad I went back through that scene again just to pay more attention to that CG especially. Because, like, I knew it was, like, her. Well, I figured it was probably her in there. Because, like, what other cat being... Okay, there's a lot of cats in this game. But, you know what I mean? What kind of, like, literal cat being, potential, familiar, whatever, could that be referring to, right? So I was like, okay, that's great insight into her. But as far as the Magus, I was like, okay, yeah, it's not Roa. So, damn, all right, that is a big deal. I'm glad I did that. All right, well, now I'm really shit out of luck. Because I don't know what to do now. But I'll find something, so let's see. Okay, I followed the school branch again, and stopping by the courtyard is something new. Alright. I'll stop by the courtyard. I still have time, and the fresh air there will be refreshing. Makes sense? As expected, the air in the courtyard is fantastic. Most students go straight into the main building from the gate, so the inner courtyard is empty most of the time. Space of solitude. When I'm there, I can enjoy a moment of peace and watch the students going to school like a parent. While I'm thinking such unnecessary thoughts, something comes out of the grass nearby. Huh? Aha. We just saw you. A cat? Hey, maybe you're thinking like me. Let's enjoy this together then. I motion to the cat with my fingers. So, yeah, I've just thought before, like, when Shiki was, sunbathing at the Tono mansion, she was also sitting under the chair beneath him as well. That's cute. And also a little sad now. Motion to the cat with my fingers. As if disinterested, the black cat turns its head and curls up. You're picky, aren't you? Well, I guess cats are like that. Begging and pleading from this end will only drive away the cat. So, regrettably, I can't do anything. Oh then, I'll just be patient. I sit on the bench and blankly stare at the clock. It's not good to force something. I should be happy that a cat who acts like a high-class lady is with me this morning in the inner courtyard. It is an interesting comparison, Shiki. I should be punished for wanting anything more than that. The black cat seems disinterested but still looks at me from its serene position on the road without any dislike. Looking at this scene alone creates a peace of mind. You're from a classy family, eh? You have an aura of calmness and softness or something. I want to pet it. But I shouldn't. It wouldn't be good to ruin this moment of peace we're both enjoying. I watch the cat on the road. The cat watches me on the bench. That's more than enough. It's time already? The black cat seems surprised at the school bell. He looks at me once and disappears into the grass. Well, then I'll go back to my nest too. I hurriedly stand up from the bench. My nest would be Class 2-3's classroom full of my classmates. Oh. Alright, I found a stay in the classroom choice that is new, so... Alright, the classroom is still rowdy. Even though it's after school, a few classmates are still here working on something. It's the female group that needs to take care of the props. Tono-kun, if you're free, help us. The sound comes from the group working on the backdrop for the photo booth. Even though it's supposed to be white, they're doing some Amazon or African themed backdrop. But what are we doing with all these props? Okay, I'm coming. Unenthusiastically, I join the group with a paint bucket. Done. We've met our requirements. A round of applause. Thank you, everyone. This is it for Class B's costume shop. Let's hope we don't lose to Class A or C. Alright, so... Oh, okay. The group replies in a friendly way. I didn't choose the cultural festival branch, but I guess I didn't have to before for them to still be doing these like preparations and stuff. One male among all the females. Of course, that's none other than Tonoshiki. Thanks, Tono-kun. We're going now. How about you? You want to go karaokeing with us? I'll do the cleanup. I didn't help much either. Dude, Shiki, go with them and sing, you know, whatever Yakuza soundtrack. Fuck it, what's that called? 24-hour princess or whatever the fuck.
Somewhere in the Type Moon multiverse.
I love you. I can at least do cleaning by myself. I refused the whole group's plea and send them on their way, and I returned all the materials to the art club. It suddenly came to me. What am I doing? I have to get 80 or above on all the subjects, or I have to take supplementary courses during winter break. I can't concentrate on the festival. It's dangerous. I didn't study at all. It's way beyond dangerous. I was out due to sickness for a long time, so I haven't even caught up from the summer. I can only dream, glitch in the Matrix, of getting an average score of 80. Ooh, if someone could tutor me. It's impossible. Among all the people I know, there's no one who can even pretend to be a tutor. No, there is one. Yeah, I was gonna say. Really? But I really can't think of anyone. There is one, though. There is a senpai who is free after school all the time. Is there such a person? Sorry, but I don't know. And who are you anyway? Yeah, who is talking to him? I spin around to look. Okay, it's her. I would have... If he would have turned around and saw nobody, and it was like his internal voice or some shit, I would have been like, oh, we're at the crazy side of the game. Which I still think we are. Hello, Tono-kun. Am I dreaming a weird dream? Yes. Yes, you are. Are you a teacher here? Yes, I just transferred. What the fuck? The mysterious teacher bows politely. That is a cute sprite. And it's goodbye for now. I'm available for private tutoring if you're up to it. The spirit leaves. Spirit. I just blankly stare and then pinch my own cheek. The pinched cheek doesn't feel that painful. 'Cause it's a dream. I get it. That was weird, dude. Yeah, weird dream for sure. We are at the crazy part of the game. Exactly. Alright, let me stay in my room. Bada boop bop. Ooh. Murder cases. Here we go. Find the killer. There's no need. He's dead. The realization of Tonoshiki's nightmare. The realization of my dream is disintegrated. If this is a dream world, then I guess it's possible to die in a dream. Gosh, one thing I regret is that I couldn't finish him off with my own hands. Can one never win against his own nightmare? Maybe so, dude. Or was he something beyond a nightmare? That's right. Is he dead, though? I know he died there, but would the loop restore him? I don't know. I would assume so, but maybe not. A nightmare in which I turn into the killer Nanayashiki. Was destroyed by an image of a murder that I can't even remember. After the nightmare with the killer, the person who resembles unavoidable death remains. And then afterward, the ominous shadow. Now this is a nightmare, I murmur and come to a question. The killer was a nightmare of Tonoshiki. And that man is the realization of Tonoshiki's fear, or... So Shiki trying to analyze who the fuck that was? Maybe so. But no, that's totally the Magus. From the dream. But why are we seeing his... Why are we seeing that at the beginning? Like, I get from a storytelling perspective, revealing that along the way, but I'm trying to think of the in-universe way that Shiki sees that. Or, like, comes to understand that. So maybe it is connected to Shiki. I'm just talking to myself. No one has to... No one should answer these questions, because I want to be surprised by learning more and more. But, it's interesting. The sound director used to be a vocalist in college. Someday we might have a theme song with his voice. Did that ever happen? Is that a thing? Oh shit, buddy. Yeah, we unlocked it, alright. Alright. I mean, I'm ready. Good luck, Seal Sensei. I was also told that maybe I should take notes for this one. I haven't been told anything else, so no spoilers here, but I will do so if it is recommended. Beginning. Oh goodness. It's the most jarring of those we've seen before. So wait, hold up. Are we seeing the teacher Ciel thing? Miss Ciel, do you have a moment? Spring is in full bloom. After the entrance ceremony in April, the principal called me. Okay, we're her right now. Yes? What is it, principal? Oh my god. What the fuck, man? This guy is not the principal, dude. I did not want to see this bitch-ass sprite again, man. God damn it. Yes, I had something of importance to say to you. He laughs while slightly shaking his face and belly. And if something was amiss, but a mere teacher like me couldn't possibly throw a punch or a kick at the principal. I mean, why not? You see, we haven't finished dividing up the incoming freshmen into classes. We have quite a few special cases this year. Special cases? Yes, their attitudes are okay, but they have some other problems. Since it's bothersome to divide them up, I thought maybe we could round them up and put them in one class. He thought? There's something wrong with the principal who says such things after school started. We'll call them Class Q. From now on, please look at their behavior as well as their education. I would like to refuse, but do I have the power? God, the eyes opening. Please don't say such things. It won't be that troublesome. Say, I'll let you keep the one student with the highest score. You can have the student in your class or teach the student especially on a one-on-one basis. If the student doesn't suit you, you can kidnap him and sell him to some fisherman. What the fuck? No matter his role, just always okay. Then I'll do it. It really wouldn't matter if I refused, right? Your understanding of the situation is outstanding. He chuckles lightly. That guy should not be in a position of power. I follow the principal to the special class. Ooh, something really bugs me. So, Monsieur will be your teacher for the day. The principal announces to the students. What is this, dude? What the fuck is this? Did she, like... Is this like a new suggestion, or is this the dream has been so twisted at this point that this is just happening? The principal announces to the students. When was it okay to be out of uniform in this school? Well, the wide variety of students in the classroom makes for a bit of a livelier mood. Everyone, please greet your teacher. The students stand up from their chairs and greet me. The Q class students all seem like they have an attitude. Even looking at them is... Yeah, of course he would be here. It was love at first sight. Oh my goodness. What is this, dude? This is Ciel as a teacher meeting Shiki for the first time because he's in the class that she's been assigned to, which is all the random freshmen that need extra attention. I forget exactly what Creepo said, but yeah, weird. Weird dream indeed. Mr. Principal, Mr. Principal. Yes, what is it, Miss Ciel? That student, the one who's staring out the window absent-mindedly. Who is he? Yes, his name is Tonoshiki. He doesn't really have any outstanding problems. He may be the only one with a studious mind in this class. Shiki-kun. Tonoshiki. Does that mean I can do whatever I want with him? What? Well, that's if he gets the best grade on the test. I'll leave the content up to you, so please do your best. Jesus, what the fuck? I see the creep is contagious. Huh? It's here. This year's biggest catch. He is my type. One not swayed by fat of the moment, the glasses, the feeling that even though he has strictness, he'll be persuaded by cute pleas. What the? Dude, this is fucked up, man. Miss Xiao, you are a teacher. Or maybe the feeling that he'll be out of control when he gets angry. Maybe the elegant waistline. What the? The elegant waistline. Oh, Nasu. The waving black hair, cute baby-like expression. Bingo. What are these descriptions? My type. Final answer. Wow, what shall I do? It's enough that such a student is in my class, but one-on-one tutoring after school? In essence, I can lock him up in a room and teach him this and that. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this, man? It'll all be okay as long as you don't do anything that would bring the police over. Yeah, please. Fantastic, Mr. Principal. I will follow your footsteps forever. It sounds a little... I'll refuse. Please, begin your special lesson. Oh my god. I'm heating up. 25 years of teaching. Now my reward for all those years has come. 25 years of teaching. How old is she here? Wait just a moment, Tono-kun. This time I definitely won't lose to that idiot vampire. Oh. Oh, so we know that much. Well, this really sounds like she just made a new suggestion on the school and Shiki or something. What the fuck? Oh, now we've truly broken reality. Good luck, Ciel Sensei. Alright. I thought we were going to the Ciel dojo for a second. I mean, this reality is basically as fucked up as that one. Neko Arc better not show up, by the way. Then I'll explain the rules. Miss Ciel will test their common knowledge today. Do as you normally would and give them some questions. The content will be left up to you. Oh god, do I have to answer questions? The one with the most correct answers by the end of the day will be the class representative of Class Q. Also, there will be 3 chances. You can dismiss those who get 3 answers incorrect. Okay, and can I ask questions about current events? No, that won't do. Since it's something from the textbook, it wouldn't be sufficient to gauge someone's personality, would it? So the questions should all be about common sense. Common sense, but wouldn't it be hard to answer? People's common sense varies inherently. Please relax. I shall be the judge. I'll be watching over the situation in the back of the class, so if you're having trouble deciding, please refer to me. Oh, there's also a faculty member amongst the students who will make a record of this. Miss Xiao, please teach— what is this, the tuning exams? Miss Xiao, please teach your lesson as usual. Indeed, so there's someone from the school amongst the students. I look around as if nothing's happened, and there is indeed someone who would fit the description. Even though the rest were chatting amongst themselves, there was one who seemed to observe everything with a slight smile. The one wearing the kimono, student number 7, Kwaku-san. Oh my goodness. They're just saying fuck it. Like, hey, player, have you realized how fucked up this is? Yeah, things are weird. But this just tells me even more that this will be important. I have to look beyond the veil of what this is trying to convey to me. I'll try not to dismiss her purposefully. For some reason, I don't think I can win in an information war against her. Yes, you're correct. Mr. Principal, even though these are all special students, there are a lot of girls. That may be so. His tendency to just let things slip by like that is one of his worst habits. Oh no, this guy's the worst. Well, it doesn't matter. From now on, all the female students are my enemies. I can tell from a woman's instinct. Especially the long-haired girl pretending to be his relative, that overly calm maid and the girl sitting in the back and staring at him are all to be checked on constantly. Oh my goodness. Who's the last one she's referring to? Sitting in the back and staring at him, because Kawaku is the one amongst the school. So she already addressed her, so it's not her. Is it? Maybe. Then let's do our best. I'll just observe from the back. I was gonna say if it's our little guardian angel, but maybe it's simpler than that. Or not. Unbefitting of his large size, the principal walks to the back lightly. Then, I'll have them introduce themselves and start the class like normal. The examiner speaks. Well then, let's begin our class. I'm the teacher of Class A, but for today I'll be your teacher. My name is Miss Xiao. Hello, Miss Shieru. A young teacher. Miss Xiao, who teaches social sciences, greeted us. Oh, we're Shiki now. Social sciences, huh? Then self-introduction followed naturally. I'm Tono Akiya. I transferred from Asagami Private Middle School. Isn't the Asagami school the best of the best? Since you're here, you must have done something wrong, right, Akiya-san? No, Miss Yo, it's nothing like that. I just wanted to make sure that Nissan doesn't mix with any lowlives. And I realize now that that choice was the correct one to make. I was gonna say, this is cordial. Oh, wait. Is that so? Well, it really doesn't concern any of us. Next. And so, everyone's really brief introductions continues on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was my voice for him? A female teacher. That's nice. Slam! She took a step back unconsciously. Uh-huh. Whoa, what is this? I was wondering who the old Mr. was, but it's Roasuke. Wait, what? Roasuke? You entered this high school too? Yeah, of course. I'm the leader of Clan Ouroboros after all. If I don't get accepted by such a school, I wouldn't be setting a good example for my comrades, would I? Rosuke chuckles. I met him while I was out during the night. Uh-huh. Ouroboros gang's leader. Ouroboros gang. Never to be messed with during the night. Blacklisted by many convenience stores. Naturally, he always buys things over 10,000 yen and pays it all with 1 yen coins. What the fuck? Truly evil. Since it's not a criminal act, the police can't do anything about it either. The store, in real life, a store would just be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not taking 10,000 1 yen coins, the hell? Like, it's fucked up, because sometimes when you go to a store, at least here, you'll have, like, just change. Like, if you don't have cash or a card, you'll come in with change. And if it's not, like, quarters or dimes, most of the time they'll be cool. But if you have too many pennies or too many, like, nickels and stuff, depending on how much you're trying to spend, they'll just be like, nah, I'm not taking all that, dude. Even though you have the money, they'll just be like, I'm not dealing with that, sorry. The student in the front seems to have overheard my conversation with Roasuke, Roasuke, and turned around. Oh my god. This is crazier than the plus disc. This was essentially what the plus disc was. As I thought. I thought he was here too. What? I thought there was someone overtly melancholic with a coat, but it's just you, Nerojo. Nerojo. At least we're spelling the first part of his name normally, and not having a stroke every time I see it. Was the rumor that you would be the heir to a kingdom in Hokkaido just a lie? No, that kingdom's already gone under. Even if it withstood, I wouldn't be able to stand it because of its cold weather. So I chose this school, which happens to have the biggest animal club. I thought it'd be a good change of pace. He speaks as if nothing were out of order. The animal club. I met him on my nighttime stroll too. Yes, you did. After the whole awoo. I don't even cringe at doing it anymore. I did it so many times. He likes so many different types of animals. It's rumored that he collects rare animals from all over the world. 666 of them, in fact. Okay, next, student number 17, Tonoshiki-kun. Oh, okay. I stand up, ignoring Rosuke and Nerojo, who started doodling knots and crosses on their notes. Ah, wow. So it was Yumizuka. She was on a possibility of the one who was at the back staring. It would have been crazy if it was Cat Girl Guardian who was here if she was here but never addressed by anyone. That would have been crazy. But I considered Yumizuka too, but I wasn't sure they would have gone through with showing her here or confirming that it was her. Interesting. But I feel as if I'm the center of unwanted attention. Man, this is really fucked up with everyone here. Whole bunch of dead people here. Tonoshiki-kun, is it? Entrance exam average of 70 points, passed the interview with an A, height 173 centimeters, weight 60 kilograms, blood type A, eyesight 20/20, cooperative and placid attitude. I forget that we don't actually need our glasses. I mean, we do, but not for eyesight reasons. Also, the fact that she doesn't question... I mean, everything's fucked up. She already knows. Whatever. Monsieur reads my information thoroughly. Even my breast width and shoe size. Oh, okay. Is everything correct? Asking thus, she smiles. Oh, is everything correct? Yes, I think they're all correct, but... Why does she have his whole, like, data book profile? God damn it, Seo. Alright, then we'll conclude with the introductions and begin the lesson. Oh, goodness. What are you saying? I haven't introduced myself yet. Oh, God. That's right. Monsieur, I didn't get my turn either. Haven't done her voice in a long time. Actually, no, not since the Plus disc, so not too long. Due to the lack of time, it won't matter if we skip you guys. I should say a long time since I did Roeth. No, I think that was the Plus disc too. Wait, or was it just Nero in there? God, it's all bleeding in my mind right now. See, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Well, let's begin. Those with bad attitudes will be dismissed immediately. I'm getting a little bit angry. I don't know why he's so happy, but Rosuke seems to be enjoying something. Oh boy. Well then, let me hand out the books. It's not the textbooks, so don't mind them too much. Okay, let's see who will have the most trouble with this job. Hisui-san, please hand these out. Who will have the most trouble? You got this, Hisui. Without a word, the girl goes up to the podium to hand the books out. She works in my mansion. Uh-huh. Here, Tono-kun. The book was size B5 and had a blue cover. Hisui-chan is carrying books for all of the students. Isn't it a bit too much for only a girl? Ah, she's fine. She's strong. Thanks, you can leave half of it with me. I'll help you handing them out. Oh. Thank you. Hisui-chan bows respectfully and leaves half of them to my deck. I kinda lost her voice there, but... Oh god. I like this sprite. I like it. Slight blush. Hisui-chan, no talking with others. Don't pretend to be weak and delay the lesson. Oh god. So defensive with Tono over here. Monsieur strikes. Hisui-chan hands out the books rather roughly. I like the Hisui sass. Alright, anyway. Okay, then please open your books. Fucking hate that song. In the book, you'll find many commonsensical situations illustrated. Didn't even know that was a word. I guess if nonsensical is a word, I guess it makes sense for that to be one. I'll be testing you over these materials, so if you have questions, please ask. Miss, I have a question. Yes? What is it, Rosuke-kun? Hehehe, how's my boop taste like? What the fuck did he even say? Yeah, I don't think the number of asterisks there is telling of... I don't even know if it's accurate to what he was even trying to say there, but... Roa talking shit to Ciel. Get DJ Jazzy Jeff right out the fucking classroom. Rosuke-kun goes flying. That bastard didn't even need the 3 chances. Uh-huh. Well, that's one down, and the more the better. A little too personal. A little too close to home there. Okay, everyone, please turn to page 106. Let's think about what the main character's thinking about during the second day in Version Impulse 2. What the fuck? This is like just the epitome of what a dream is, like just in general. Like everything is so crazy and nonsensical, but it's just completely played off as normal. There are some things there that like if the truth is like there, it's like the veil is thin, like the truth is right there, but it's like this is normal, but it's so crazy that it's just got an overt fourth wall break right there in this space within a dream, within a wherever we are right now. And so Miss Yale starts the lesson as if nothing's happened. Because I mean, second day, I mean, I remember Inversion Impulse 2. Yeah, that's just straight up from OG Tsukihime. I'm pretty sure. Thanks to Rosca's dismissal, the lesson started without much trouble. Miss Xiao, on page 12, Endless Stone, a heroine disappears. What happened? Oh, I don't remember that one. And does it explain anywhere how the vampires came to Japan? Yes, you pointed out something very important. Normally, a vampire can't cross the sea. Since they're weak against sunlight, they can't simply take a ship or an airplane. So in these cases, yes, Nerojo-kun? Oh, goddammit, she was about to answer. Maybe they use the advances in technology. It seems very plausible for this vampire who appears until the Black Beast episode to utilize a ship or an airplane. Is that so? But then he has no idea when he'll be out in the sun. And since airplanes fly over the clouds, wouldn't that be even more critical to him? Those worries are unnecessary. A vampire who hasn't conquered sunlight won't come out of his own territory. If he wants to cross the ocean, he must not be influenced by sunlight. If that is so, he won't have trouble. But Nerojo-kun, what about the blonde vampire? I don't think that one has the common sense to use a plane or anything of the sort. That is a fair question. I strongly agree. What do you think of her? What does he think of her? Humph. You guys underestimate the princess's knowledge. She understands the structure of human society. You can tell because she rents an apartment to use as her base of operations. Makes sense? Ah, I see. Then she flew by plane to come to Japan too? Probably. But I think that her natural method of transportation is by teleporting. As a spirit with a free will, the princess can move to anywhere in this world. It would be better to describe it as teleportation. Is this one of those translation things I was told about where they describe teleportation when it's supposed to be Marble Phantasm or something? Even though sending the matter that makes her up to a different place takes only a few moments, reforming it into her form probably takes a long time. Because this literally sounds like teleportation, which is insane. And if the particles of the place are scarce, then reforming would probably be even more difficult. Well, that's crazy. Did I know that? My god. Ooh, the students applaud. With this, Nerojo answers for the 9th time. He definitely has the best record in this class. Yes, you answered well, Nerojo-kun. Miss Xiao congratulates him. But that smiling face is somehow giving me goosebumps. Then everyone, since it looks like you have read most of the book, I'll ask questions from now on. If you want to answer, please raise your hand. Sometimes I'll call on you, so be prepared. Yes, answer the class Q's students. It's just starting. The fierceness of the battle peaked. From the original 20 students, now there's only me, Nerojo, and then some female students remaining. Miss Yale's traumatizing questions probably left emotional scars on the students who are left. Up until now, only Kuaku-san and I haven't gotten any answers incorrect. Very nice. Well, that's because Miss Yale doesn't call on me. Oh, and Kuaku-san answers only when called upon. Yeah, she's, of course, not trying to eliminate Shiki at all. I wonder if she'll be able to get Koaku, though. The ones left are Akiya-san, Hisui-san, Koaku-san, Yumizuka-san, and finally Nerojo-kun and Shiki-kun. That sounds about right. Interesting that Nero is stuck in. My guy knows a lot and has not pissed off Ciel, so that's working out. Only 7 of the 50 questions remain. Frankly, you guys surprised me. By this stage, I thought most of you students would have already dropped. I don't know if Ciel's going to achieve her goal, and if she does, what that's going to mean, or what we'll learn by the end, because, like, we're already past the point of no return of craziness. I'm just curious where it's going. For now, it's really fun. This is really good. I love when Tsukihime, I kind of get the Hollow Atraxia vibe from it, which, you know, is putting the chicken before the egg, but you know what I mean. Don't underestimate us, Miss Xiao. We won't get on our knees just because of some questions. We'll get through the rest of them as if they were nothing, right, Hisui? Okay, currently Tono-kun has answered none. Akiya-sama, Yumizuka-san and I have answered at least 5 times. It looks as if it's impossible for Tono-kun to win with the remaining 7 questions. Hisui-chan and Akiya were both keeping track of the score. Ah, that is so. I'm at -0 plus 0. Akiya and Hisui-chan at -1 plus 5. Yumizuka -1 plus 3. Why are you saying it like that? Kaku-san -0 plus 2. I guess because of strikes and everything. Nerojo -2 plus 15. Well, I guess the comeback will be impossible. I read the scores I have written down on my notes. Yes, if this keeps up, Nerojo-kun will surely win. Even though Rosuke-kun is also a boss, he's already exited the stage. How childish of Nerojo-kun to keep on staying. Oh my god. Yeah, you're, like, Nero, you're supposed to lose before Rosuke. What are you doing? Excuse me, Nerojo. It's because I'm studious by nature. But I didn't fail the 2 problems on purpose. Miss Yeo's ability to pick out questions is doubtful. Thank you for that comment. Then I'll direct question number 44 to Nerojo-kun. Page 2800, Crimson Grass Field's protagonist goes into his father's room. What the fuck? What's the 5th common sense question the room guardian asked the protagonist? What is even... Wow, Miss Yell, such an impossible question. It's... Wait, what is... Alright, hold on, what is this number? Hold on. It's 1,323,524,224. Eh? Maybe 3,323,001. Wait, 3,323,131,521. Or maybe 3,414,534,512. What the fuck is... Nerojo-kun, what are you talking about? I did my best to answer such a ridiculous question. Is there a problem? Wait, what's his answer? Your question was so ridiculous, I just answered ridiculously as well. Ha ha ha. Nerojo leans back on his chair arrogantly. Damn. Damn, dude. Fucking rolled by Nero. My guy has a sense of humor. Holy shit. Miss Yeo looks troubled for a second and then directs her attention to the person in the back of the class. Mr. Principal, your verdict, please. It's a pity, but Nerojo-kun's answer won't suffice. If you readers got stuck on this question too, you would do well to make a note of it. Alright, fine. I'll make a note of this one. Okay, I wrote down the question and even the 3 numbers that Nero answered with, just in case. I double-checked them as well. Alright. Maybe my digits were off. He leaves the scene cleanly. Respectable. God, what a question. I'm scared to see how that becomes relevant. Does this sprite look... Is this a new sprite for Nero? This looks cleaner than any sprite I've ever seen for him. Farewell. I won't say anything about your liking for younger people, but it's a little weird, teacher. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why CO gotta be creepy, man. It's none of your business. Losers should leave immediately. Lucio puts a spin into the chalk and throws it at Nerojo. He leaves after absorbing a chalk that looked as if it was fired by a revolver. Jesus Christ. Just as good as a black key. Well then, as a fresh start, the next question. This one, Yumizuka-san. In Inversion Impulse 3, the protagonist's classmate turns into a vampire, no? Should I be writing these down as well? God damn it. Yes, that is so, but... Then here's the question. This extra who didn't know her place and was rumored to beat even the heroine in the popularity pool. Oh my god. Yumizuka beat Ciel in the popularity pool as well? Damn, that's... Man, Nasu has really brought attention to poor Ciel's performance in there. With such a rumor, many thought that there was even a scenario of her own in the main game. Oof. But what was the truth of the matter? Oh, Ciel. That's so cruel. Come on. You don't gotta go there. Amazing. Miss Ciel. She hits Yumizuka with her special attack. Fucking, there's some terms I saw in the Melty Blood trailer. Arc Edge or something. EX, whatever. Hit her with the 7th scripture. It was. Even though she wants to answer, she just can't. It was cut. Well, that's normal, seeing how her own existence depends on her answer. Holy shit. Eh? I can't hear you, Yumizuka-san. And then Miss Ciel goes in for another strike. Sachinu can't suppress her own feelings of injustice. And then... That I don't know. So she puts her pride foremost. Oh, if you can't answer, it'll have to be a negative point. It's fine. My appearance is more important than answering such a question. True. It's a side of Sachid I haven't seen. I agree. Just her being here is already like... Miss Ciel, I have a question. Isn't this a fun disc? I heard a rumor that instead of a boring senpai, a melancholic and unlucky girl would take the main role, but why doesn't she make an appearance? Oh, that does sound more interesting. Because it was cut. Damn, she just answered for her. And I guess I already said it before, but yeah. We all know. Eh? Cut? What string got cut? Thank you for being dubiously stupid. But that extras route is cleanly cut out. Because it doesn't fit with this release, it'll be left in the dark. Since it was completed before this, maybe it'll see the light of day later. How dare you, Nasu. How dare you. Of course, it would take the kind of luck needed to win a lottery. Praying we get something in that remake, man. Might not be in the near side version, and I'm really hoping for a far side version. There has to be. We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. Adults are all liars. No, Type Moon is the liar. But to those who expected it, apologies. Crimson Moon is a liar? What? Frankly, it felt as if our intestines were being cut too. This is Nasu just talking directly to us now. I can't accept that. You're horrible, Mr. Principal. If you're going to make 7 of these stupid episodes, it would have been okay to put my story in too. Oh, man. You get a Yumi's... Yeah, we got all these side stories. Have a Yumizuka one, man. That's true. Damn, bro. She got put in one just to be shit on by the fact that she wasn't put in one. Sachin runs around the principal in the back of the room. The principal just puts on an understanding smile. And then... Oh, shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. That actually made me jump a little bit internally. That scared me. Dude, the screen shook and I see this. What the fuck? I don't think the Tonos are the only ones with Oni blood in this room, man. Jesus. A cut is a cut, he shouts. Oh, I don't believe this. I promised to get revenge on you. Sachin runs out of the classroom crying. 20 years later. Revenge absolutely unsuccessful. Oof. Oof. Even my episode got cut. Why would I let another person's scenario be in? I mean, that's just smart. Of course we cut your whatever the fuck you had. Good job, Nasu. Mr. Kugamine laughs. Because Kugamina's eldest son was engaged to Akiya, he is said to have played a lot of annoying tricks on Akiya and Hisui. I thought this was the guy who was supposed to be engaged to Akiya. Wait, are they saying this is his dad and that he's the principal? Or did I just misunderstood what he said originally and it was his son? Because this looks like the exact same fucking guy. Now this dream is fucking with my head. I mean, it already was, but yeah. Mizuka-san, what a pity. Yes, it is, but to us, it might be a good thing. Yeah. Anyway, her route is a real vampire route and also has the theme of boy meets girl. So it could have eclipsed other heroines. See? Especially that. Ooh. You're about to get kicked out of the class too. That's fair enough. Maybe it would have been so good that it would have overshadowed all the other routes. Who knows, man? I guess son, please don't gossip during class. Shot. Bam! The chalk flies like a bullet. Akiya avoids by merely tilting her head. Ooh. Yeah, the student and the teacher stare at each other. It looks like these two will be like this the whole scenario. Monsieur, we don't have much time. Won't you ask the next question? Okay, then the next question. On page 81, whom does the protagonist think of? If one were suppose that this playmate of his, in his childhood days, were his first love, would the first love become true? Interesting question, that. The air becomes really heavy. Akiya, Hisui-chan, and Kohaku-san all observe each other as if waiting for the next move. Yeah, this is tricky. But this is Miss Ciel's trap. Even though first love could become true, it would not be likely that the principal would approve of such a thing. Hisui stands up. Even though she knows the truth, his first love will definitely become true. Hisui-chan answers. Oh my god, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Yeah, that it won't be interesting. The rage of the principal. Hisui-chan quietly sits back down. Well, yes, it's a pity, Hisui-chan. I was a little touched, but there's no way to go against the principal's decision. One more wrong and you'll be dismissed, Hisui-chan. Yes, I know. And continuing with the topic of the protagonist and the little girl, the relatively germophobic protagonist has two maids with him. A-san, who cooks well, and B-san, who cleans well. Then which would suit the protagonist better? Oh my god, this divide and conquer tactics. Ugh. Hisui-chan gulps. Even though she needn't have answered, she takes a deep breath and... Personally, I think B will be better. So she falls straight into Miss Ciel's trap again. No, that won't do. The protagonist is germophobic, so A-san, who can cook well, would suit him better. They would complement each other more. Oh goodness. Hisui bows her head silently. This is fucked up, man. So there are only 3 left now. Me, Kohaku, and Akiya. Oh boy. Okay, then a question for Kohaku-san. In the protagonist's mansion, there are 2 maids. How much is their salary? What? What? Akiya looks surprised. That's an uncomfortable question. There are no references to the question in Tsukihime. And I asked this earlier in this playthrough, like, wait, do they get paid? Akiya? Of course, I can't tell Nissan such a thing. If I say there is no set salary, he'll treat me like a monster or a demon. Yes. Akiya mumbles. So is that what you're saying? But if that's the question, I'll answer it. I didn't tell Akiya-san, but their salary was set by Makihisa-sama. If they were to ever leave the mansion... Wait, why is she talking... Wait, is this Kohaku talking in third person about herself and Hisui? If they were to ever leave the mansion, it would be enough for them to live comfortably. The amount is XXX. When they leave the mansion, they'll open a classy tea shop somewhere. Okay, enough to live comfortably and to open a tea shop. Okay. Cool. XXX? That much? Both of them? Akiya, Misio, and I are all surprised. Good, they deserve it. Yes, please keep it a secret from Hisui-chan. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is it a secret from her? Kohaku. While Kohaku-san clears the question, though honestly thinking of Hisui's like guilty conscience when it comes to Kohaku suffering, it would make sense to think that Kohaku would just take her salary, or like Hisui would have just have her let Kohaku just have hers and not know any details about it. Maybe so. Wow, Kohaku-san clears the question even Misio didn't know the answer to. Misio, there are only 2 questions left now. Since it's almost time to dismiss all the students, please hurry up. Kawaku-san gives Miss Yeo a meaningful smile. Miss Yeo nods and heads towards the blackboard. I forgot for a second that Kawaku was one of their staff in this room. I have to remember the details of this little pocket universe. This question will be about common sense. Today people say bigger is better, and it applies to women's breasts too. Yeah, sure. I could say I agree there. But if you like the girl, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I can see Akiya's eyebrows scrunch up. Then is the average breast size of a woman 73? Of course it is. Wow. Damn, they're going for the jugular on Akiya. What the fuck? Akiya stands up from her seat with so much force. Oh, you answered, Akiya-san. Let's ask Mr. Principal in the back. Mr. Principal, is a bust size of 70? Don't ask him, please. Miss Yale's and Akiya's focus turned towards the principal. He smiles as usual and then... Ha! He turns away as if he just heard something unbelievable. Kugamine, that just now, what's the meaning of it? It's useless to threaten the principal, Akiya-san. What's there is there, and what's not is not. We're not exactly talking about your breast, so please don't act so fidgety. Can we not talk about that? Akiya sits down again, unsatisfied. I was gonna say this is getting weird, but we were already there, so... Okay, now it'll be over with the next one. The long day is about to come to an end. Alright. Well, there were a lot of questions about the protagonist. The last question will be about his little sister. The protagonist and his sister are siblings, but they're not related by blood. If this is the case, can they marry? There's no need to even answer that. Of course they can. Yeah. No, they should marry. Akiya stands up with a fiery aura. Oh goodness. I always feel so distressed when I see this Kawaku sprite. Just reminds me of her route. Akiya-sama, wouldn't that really be a bit of a stretch? Why? Since they're not related by blood, there will be no problem with them marrying. Of course, she would feel very strongly about that. That is, suppose the protagonist finds out that he's adopted, but his birth certificate is no more. So since he has to live under his current name, he really can't marry his little sister. That's true, even if he finds out that he's adopted since he's a righteous type, won't he find marriage to a close relative unacceptable? Such things, even though Nissan refuses, I'll take him to the wedding on a leash. No matter what anyone says, nothing can bother two people in love. If the love is pure, even God will permit it. Okay, Akiya. Alright then. I understand Akiya-sama's feelings well, but we're discussing what's right and wrong, and God isn't the one to decide. Kawaku-san points to the back of the room, and there, oh my god, you can't break the law, the raging principal. So weird. Oh goodness. That's a lewd? That's a lewd? What the fuck? Okay, then the lesson ends here. Tono-kun bows for the end of the class. Kawaku besides him bothers me, but it'll only be for now. Good job, class. Looking at the results, the best student is Tono Shiki-kun. Shiki-kun will transfer to class 8 tomorrow morning, so if you will... After taking him to the social studies room, I'll ask him this and that. Since he just came to high school, he probably doesn't have a lover, but I still need to do my best to fend... Stop it! Miss Yeo? Yes? What is it, Tono-kun? Kawaku-san answered many more times. I didn't even participate in the lesson. Kawaku-san nods in acknowledgement. No, Kawaku-san doesn't matter. There was a faculty observer among the students, and Kawaku-san is that person. So Kawaku-san's grades don't matter. A surprised Shiki-kun. Even his surprised expression is lovely. No, Miss Yeo, the truth is... I don't know anything about this faculty observer. Kawaku-san and Shiki-kun almost simultaneously say that. Is reality about to break right now? That means... Mr. Principal? Yeah, I did tell you, didn't I? It's not good to just follow someone your whole life. Did you really think that a normal kid such as Tono-kun would get put in class Q? He laughs while his belly sways. Oh, wait. Then that means the student I'm getting is not Tono-kun, but... Kohaku. Yes, it's me, Miss Yeo. Feeling nauseous, I forcefully support my body that wants to collapse. Get the shit on, Seo. Hurts me to say, I love you, but you is being a creep. It's very regrettable that I can't take Shiki-kun, but the new term has only just started. Now that we've at least met, I can develop this relationship into other things. Tono-kun, you see... Hey, Principal, is the Class Q test done? At that moment, the voice of someone who hasn't made an appearance this whole time. Oh. Yo. Miss Arcuade. Or Arcuedo. Shige-kun's face turns red. Hey, look at that sprite, dude. Look at that. Just the colon D smile. Beautiful. Shige-kun's face turns red. Yahoo! Good job being a faculty observer, Shiki. What? Stop, we're at school. It won't look good if you cling on Oh, stop, we're at school. It won't look good if you cling on so much. Even though he denies it, he looks pretty happy. Yeah. They're pretty good for each other. What are you two doing? No. Arcuade is my acquaintance, or something like that. God, she's so adorable. Well, we did that too, so it's not much use trying to hide it. Oh, wow. Oh my. That's the principal allowed us to. The principal? Yeah, so Shiki's mine. We're going to go out to play. Don't bother us, Seo. Wow. Oh man, we thought Roa Ciel was her worst nightmare. I think we found it. Arcuade clings onto Shiki-kun's neck. Dude, this is like Ciel's good end. Which is fucked up. Stop it. Really, stop. Thank you for your lesson today, Miss Ciel. Arcuade co-worker, rival teacher is my lifetime opponent. That's why they said Miss Arcuade. She's also a teacher, of course. She took away Shiki-kun. Behind them is Kohaku-san, who smiles as if I'm pathetic. And also the principal, who smiles as if he really is happy. Miss Yo, you really are an extra. Wow, you can't take the main role. Wow. Punch, kick. Hell yeah. The principal goes flying. And I wonder if this is like, just based on what we've seen so far from the Tsukihime remake previews, looks like they're really going all out with Ciel's route. Like, her preview is so insane. It's like a movie trailer. They're adding 2 whole new characters. They're really making Ciel look like the hero or the heroine in that one, which she should. It's her route. And I have to wonder if this is like part of this happening, kind of Nasu's, like, because a lot of this, much like in the Plus disc and as a fan disc, kind of reflects Nasu's just self-awareness of how he feels about time he gave to certain characters, things he had to cut. Like, as the author, of course, he would feel these more than anyone. I hope we also get, you know, something with Yumizuka, hopefully sooner rather than later, if they do like a Far Side version, which they should. If it were going to turn out this way, I should have just ended it around page 2. Oh, it's too cruel. I'm always an extra. Was I born to be so? Can I never be the main heroine? I collapse involuntarily. What are you talking about? You have your own points of attraction. For example, you have your own plethora of character sprites. That's true. Kohaku-san smiles for me. Yeah, you don't hear Kohaku complaining over here. Though she has arguably the best, if not one of the best routes in Tsukihime. Kohaku-san smiles for me. She's decent. Among all the heroines, I think I can get along with Kohaku-san the most. I could see that. And add on to that the fact that she was 5th in the second popularity poll. Thank you, Kohaku-san. How about we go out for a drink? Okay, if you'd like me to accompany you. Kohaku-san sympathizes with me. Ah, man. 2 underrated heroines, at least back then. The as far as the popularity pool, I guess. Let's go to the meeting room. There's a lot of beer there. Oh shit. Getting turnt with Koaku and Ciel? Yes, today I'll get drunk. I'm underage. What are you saying? Physically, I'm underage too. The two losers who walk the hallway at sunset. Next time, I'll get that idiot vampire. If I join forces with Koaku-san, there's nothing that could stand in our way. So the lesson there is no underage drinking. That was good, man. That was great. That was so fun. I wish I really didn't have to see that guy again, Kugamine. I don't like the weird teacher creeping on Shiki thing, but most of that was pretty damn fucking great. Today's horoscope. Smile wide. Good advice. And good side story. Goddamn, dude. I don't know what I was expecting from that, but oh man. Really fun, really funny to see all the characters in there. You know, Roasuke, fucking Nerojo, you know, the names we're using, and seeing their dynamics and the questions that reference back to Tsukihime, and Ciel's goal just to get Shiki to herself, and just all the character dynamics within that, and questions and weirdness and craziness. I don't know if that note I took is ever going to be relevant. It seemed like the only one that wasn't just an outright reference. She said, page 2800, Crimson Grass Fields protagonist enters his father's room. What's the fifth common sense question the room guardian asked the protagonist? Like, Crimson Grass Fields protagonist enter his father's room. I mean, father's room, of course, just makes me think of Makisa's room and whatnot, but everything else is like, what? And the numbers. I have no idea if that'll ever be relevant, but that'll stay in my notes. First, I'll just leave it there. And yeah, and I have to wonder, like, if in what context this exists in, if it's just a nonsense dream, pocket, whatever dimension bullshit, like the plus disc, or if it's something, because like story for the evening was like Akiyachuren continuation. You know, Crimson Moon was like a direct continuation of that one scene with Arc, with Shiki encountering Crimson Moon, and seeing the past as well through like Roa's perspective. You know, pretty crazy. Red Demon God, you know, Kiri, Shiki's dad, and you know the history of that and what went down. Nanako-chan SOS, of course, that encounter between Nanako and Arihiko and how that turned out. So like these four of these like all like make sense. I don't know if that means this has to make sense. It doesn't have to, but it's just like it's like the dream is so twisted that we can unlock something like this now is what that makes me feel. Also, Dawn. I just realized this is here. Should I click this yet? I don't know. You guys can let me know if I should click that yet or leave it alone until later, but just noticed that. And yeah, the as far as the beginning of this, the dream with the Magus, now I recognized after watching that scene again that it is the guy, the monster who destroyed the dream, right? So I really have to think, because now that I've pretty much confirmed it's him and the cat, aka the girl who is looping the dream, who is upholding like the structure of the dream, I have to wonder if he's like her nightmare made manifest or something, or if he as a force just exists here, or, I don't know. But clearly like both of them and their relationship is integral to this. Clearly in life, I guess regularly, he was just a magus who was, I have to watch the dream number 1 again. I mean, they even mention like a mage passes that down to his next incarnation, right? Which could just be like wording for like how mages pass through their lineage, their impossible dreams. I mean, we know this magus just wanted knowledge and just didn't seek any happiness, no connections with others. He didn't even seek magic, like true magic, like. So it's, I don't know, it's interesting to think about him as, you know, this new character and highlighting his relationship to the cat. But I have to think, because Shiki is seeing it, right? Because it pops up at the beginning of a day. Like, Shiki is seeing this. The in-game reason he's seeing this means Shiki has to have that connection. We know through the Crimson Moon scenario that Shiki was able to see through Roa's perspective and see like the direct past, like through his eyes. And you know, that parallel was really cool. So maybe that's also it, but no, because he died at the end, and we know, I mean, Roa gets killed by Arc, right? That was their whole dynamic forever, right? And even up until like Tsukihime, like Arc shows up looking for him. So yeah, I don't know, because I'm trying to think of like Shiki's connection that he sees that he dies. So for them to appear physically within the dream, it has to be something like truly like within you, like Shiki's nightmare, like literally being him as the killer. Could just be as simple as like him being her nightmare, like for him to manifest within the dream like that to destroy it. It's in relation to her, and he's just become this force within it, as the balancing destructive force to her, like maintaining it for some reason. I don't know, man. There is something crazy there with the two of them. I mean, we're seeing more and more of their history now that we've got the next dream unlocked that we saw between them. But just the idea that Shiki is seeing it just kind of makes me wonder, because I don't know, because maybe not, maybe that's just thrown in for us as the player, but that would be weird because everything else is shown within, like, Inasu does take the time to show context of why Shiki sees certain things. Yeah, I don't know, but that's it for now. You know, I'll think about it some more. I've just played this, so I'll think about it a little more. Very cool start to this next part, especially Shiki like straight up remembering just on a very deeper level about like this dream and the fact that he saw the the quote unquote monster kill Nanaya, and is like, like, no, he's dead. Like Shiki recognizing that his nightmare is dead now. And I guess Shiki would know. I was questioning before if he really was. I assume that he might have returned within it just because things looped and reset. But I guess him dying there really killed just Shiki's nightmare, and he feels that internally, that's gone. But yeah, I don't know. Crazy, but it's cool. Shiki is recognizing more and more. We had another flash moment this episode about that. He's taken again, ODing on red pills in the Matrix. He sees so much now. But I think big thing, of course, next time in their confrontation is just having the eyes. That might be able to, and I guess confrontation at this point, if Killer Nightmare Shiki is dead truly, then between him and the monster, and maybe Shiki will stand a chance and can break through without the dream being destroyed, and we'll seeing what happens next. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.